The Triumph Tiger, a popular name amongst adventure and touring motorcyclists and a well-known machine for its capabilities, dynamics, ergonomics, comfort, and most importantly, its fun factor. Now, successor to its previous iteration, this is the Tiger 900, the GT variant that is focused on road usage with touring and a fair bit of off-roading. This one is lighter, more powerful, gets more features, and is overall a much improved version of the Tiger 800. Now, I've spent the last few days riding this motorcycle to let you folks know what all is good and what is not with this machine, and also let you know how much this sticker price that this motorcycle asks for is worth spending for. But before we get going, if you're new to our channel, do subscribe to Car and Bike for the latest news, reviews and updates from the world of cars and bikes from Car and Bike. The Triumph Tiger 900 GT blends adventure-ready attitude with road-focused style. It's tall, sharp and unmistakably a tiger with its sleek bodywork and slim LED headlamp. It gets cast alloy wheels, 19-inch front, 17-inch rear, hinting at its tarmac-friendly intent, while the Metzeler Tourance tires have you covered when the roads get bad. The exposed trellis frame and premium paint gives it a muscular yet refined look. In terms of features, you get a 7-inch TFT display borrowed from the 1200, offering Bluetooth, navigation and customizable themes. It is paired with backlit switchgear for nighttime visibility. The rider seat is height adjustable and the hand guards come standard. You also get 4 riding modes: rain, road, sport and off-road, allowing to choose the ideal mode to match the ride environment. Now let's quickly take a look at the ergonomics and rider triangle on the Tiger 900 GT. Now I am 5'7" and I am able to swing my leg over easily. It's not that difficult. My heels are touching the ground and it's quite a nice and comfortable space. The seat is nice and wide and the cushioning is also pretty good. The foot pegs are neutrally positioned, so they are located right under your hip. And the handlebar is nice and wide and it's easy to reach. So the overall riding position, like with most adventure touring motorcycles, is that you get an upright and a comfortable stance, and Triumph has very much perfected it even further with this motorcycle. And with the curb weight of 219 kg that this motorcycle has, it is quite easy to move this bike around. Yes, if you are on a rough road patch or something, then yes, you might have to use your skill sets to technically to smartly move the motorcycle around, but otherwise you don't face much problem in terms of moving the motorcycle. Apart from that, the view from the road ahead is very comfortable. You have a nice commanding view. The display is very easily to reach. Even the fly screen on top over here, you get an adjustable fly screen. The thing is that you have to push it ahead and then pull it up. So while you're riding, and if you want to adjust the fly screen, it's not that easy or recommended because there's a certain amount of effort that you have to put to move the fly screen up or down. Apart from that, you have a nice and wide seat, so you can move around the seat as you prefer to be sitting on the motorcycle. Apart from that, the seat height is set at 820 mm and it can be increased to 840 mm as well. So taller riders shouldn't have a problem getting on this motorcycle as well and finding that sweet spot when it comes to the riding ergonomics. Apart from that, the wide handlebar gives you a lot of leverage to steer this motorcycle in traffic, and it also aids to the nimble factor that this motorcycle comes with, which makes it very easy and comfortable to ride in city, in around traffic, or even on the highway when you've got nice sweeping corners ahead of you. Powering the Tiger 900 GT is an 888cc inline 3-cylinder engine with 105 bhp and 90 Nm of torque. Thanks to its unique 1-3-2 firing order, it delivers strong low-end grunt and a distinctive growl. Performance is smooth and responsive, especially in sport mode, while the 6-speed gearbox and light slip assist clutch
keeps shifts easy. Unlike the GT Pro variant, this one misses out on the bi-directional quickshifter, which otherwise makes highway rides effortless. 0 to 100 comes quick thanks to strong mid-range torque and sharp throttle response. In short, the Tiger 900 GT balances its triple-cylinder character with road-friendly performance that's both refined and fun.
So let's get to the ride and handling department of the Tiger 900. Now I got to say this motorcycle is an absolute joy to ride, may it be city roads or out on the highways. This motorcycle has always been known in the adventure space for its capabilities and the kind of, the dynamics that it offers, and it's only been further improved with this variant. So the motor over here now produces slightly more power compared to its previous iteration. So now this one is got a very nice raspy nature to it. It's got a feeling of a sports bike kind of feeling. So because it revs very easily and you got a nice torque output as well. So when it comes to the tractability part of things, you can easily ride this motorcycle in third or fourth gear or sometimes even fifth gear at speeds as low as 40 kmph. Without having absolutely any problem at all. In fact, I was riding this motorcycle in the city in 6th gear and I was ranging between 40 kmph to triple digit speeds with absolute ease. There's absolutely no trouble that you face with this motorcycle. Apart from that, in terms of the handling department, this motorcycle just loves to iron out all potholes or all the kind of undulations that you face on roads with absolute confidence and ease. You get adjustable suspension at both ends and they do a fantastic job of doing that. And you can always, tweak the settings as per your liking and the requirement to get a stiffer ride, or you want it to be more comfortable when you're touring or if you're riding two up. So, and depending if you have luggage also with you, so you can tweak the suspension and get that perfect ride that you require for those journeys. Moving further, coming to how nimble this motorcycle is, you kind of forget that this is a 900cc motorcycle that weighs about 120 kgs, and because the way it just effortlessly makes its way through traffic is just like a charm. You do not feel the weight, you do not feel how big this motorcycle is. It just carves its way through traffic with absolute confidence, and it only engages you to do all that even more. And when it comes to even cruising on the highways, this motorcycle is like, if I had to say, it's like a very comfortable chair that you can sit on it, and it just paves the road ahead with absolute ease, and it leaves you, the main part is that it keeps you in a very comfortable position while chugging down miles throughout the day of riding. What also comes into play are the brakes and the tires on this motorcycle, which also have been very well designed. Brakes, I got to say that it's got the right amount of bite. I would have probably liked it a little bit more because since it's a road focused machine, but nevertheless it does the job really well. The tires you get are the Metzeler Torrance tires on this one, and they do take a little bit of time to get warmed up, but once they are at operating temperatures, they do a splendid job of giving you the level of grip that is required. And while this motorcycle is mainly designed for tarmac use, you can do a slight bit of off-roading with this motorcycle as well. It's got a ground clearance of 180 mm, and the suspension setup also does a good job. You have a dedicated off-road mode wherein it dials down the traction control and it turns off the ABS. You can tweak it as per your liking. And with that being said, you have a very good comfortable stance wherein you can stand up on the motorcycle and ride this motorcycle on off-road kind of terrains where there are rough patches or trails or B roads. So that being said, this motorcycle does take care of everything that comes to road and a fair bit when it comes to off-road as well. While there is hardly anything to complain as such in terms of this machine, there is one factor that I really had a hard time to cope up with. That is with the heat management from the motor. Yes, Triumph has improvised this section wherein the radiators are positioned to radiate the heat more effectively away from the rider. But during the time that I've ridden this motorcycle in the city, the heat does pretty much reach to your knees and that really makes the ride quite annoying and uncomfortable. And I gotta say, if you are riding this motorcycle on a hot day, I would be, having second thoughts whether I really want to ride this machine on that day. So then let's sum up things over here. The Triumph Tiger 900 GT, definitely a very capable and versatile machine that Triumph has to offer for all adventure and touring motorists out there. But then there are few shortcomings with regards to this motorcycle. First up is the display. The 7-inch display does take awfully lot of time to boot up, and Triumph definitely needs to look into that. Next is the heat dissipation. Yes, Triumph has worked on it to reduce it, but then in my books, there is scope for much more improvement, because you do not want to feel that heat for that long when you are riding this motorcycle for extended hours. Apart from that comes the main picture, which is the sticker price. Now this one is 20,000 more expensive than the previous iteration, with all the updates that Triumph has included with this version. And with that, the sticker price goes up to 13.95 lakh ex-showroom. And since this motorcycle is a CBU unit, so you're looking at an on-road price which goes in the ballpark of around 16 lakhs on road, which is kind of steep when you're comparing to the other rivals that are out there in the market. But overall, as a machine, the Tiger 900 GT definitely is one of the best motorcycles out there to go for in this segment. And with that, you also have to consider the service cost that comes with Triumphs. They are slightly on the steeper side, and it's same going to be the case with this one as well. But with all that being said, this motorcycle, if you are looking purely from the perspective of an adventure touring motorcycle, it is definitely a very capable and versatile machine, a motorcycle that is very well regarded as one of the best bikes to have by many motorcyclists from around the world. That being said, if you like this video, do give it a like and do share it with your friends. I'm Janak Saurabh, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching Car and Bike.